Come with me for a 4-day trip to Costa Rica. Listen, I need to tell you first and foremost, getting on a plane is like a love language to me. Like I want to be on a plane to the point to where when I get home, I want to stay for a couple of days and then want to get back on another plane and go outside of the country because it's just a different vibe. Okay, it's a different vibe, and I absolutely love it. Costa Rica is a beautiful place. The food was absolutely top tier. Now, because of the layovers and the plane delays, we didn't get there till much later than we expected. So the first night really was picking up the rental car. They recommend you getting a SUV with a four-wheel drive instead of settling for just a cheaper car. Now, keep in mind in Costa Rica, because the driving is so crazy and sometimes it can go from a paved road to a dirt road, they say that it's really important for you to make sure that you pay that little extra money for the insurance that Costa Rica offers. It was an additional like $19 a day for their insurance. Highly, highly, highly recommend. They also say that while you're here, be sure that you are using Waze app instead of Google Maps. Now, I decided to do a Airbnb instead of a resort because I wanted more exclusivity, more quietness. It was one of the best decisions. This Airbnb was absolutely beautiful. It's called Villa Tropicana. One thing I noticed while I was here is that places don't have addresses. No, I didn't know that at first. It's usually like like you put in Waze the name of the place that you're going. So we had to put in Villa Tropicana in Waze for it to find it, but there's not like an address. This Airbnb was gorgeous. It had 2 bathrooms, upstairs, downstairs, 2 bedroom. It had the pool outside, the glass view. It was a gated community. There was houses all around, so therefore you don't feel like you are just in the middle of nowhere. The backyard, oh my gosh. You know I'm the type of person where I'm going to bring a tripod wherever I go, so I brought a tripod here because look at that background. You mean to tell me I'm not going to take pictures in that? Yeah, I'm taking pictures out there in that because why not? The grill, the fully stocked kitchen, the outdoor shower, which I didn't have an opportunity to use after swimming, but the concept was dope. Having the outdoor shower, listen, this was definitely a plus. If you're looking for an Airbnb in Costa Rica and you want to get a good price, Villa Tropicana. And when I tell you the lady, the Maria, she was the host of this property, was so responsive and so nice. Like, this isn't even paid, but I had to tell you how great she was. She gave us recommendations for stuff to do, waterfalls to see while we were there, restaurants to try. Every restaurant she told us to try hit. We literally went to the same restaurant 3 times because of Maria's recommendations, and every time the food was fire. So if you're looking for an Airbnb, you're traveling to Costa Rica, check out Villa Tropicana. Now, this is in Playa Grande, so let me give you a heads up with Costa Rica. If you're planning on traveling anywhere within inside of Costa Rica, a lot of places are very far because of the roads, right? So when we decided to fly into Liberia Airport, we didn't realize how far away we were from San Jose. Like we mapped it out prior, but honestly, it was like a 4-hour drive to get to different waterfalls that we were looking at. We were looking at La Fortuna, which is a very popular waterfall, but that drive was 4 hours. Baby, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So next time I go, because I'm definitely going back to Costa Rica, I plan on staying in San Jose instead of Playa Grande. But Playa Grande was great. So on this adventure, you're going to go with me just a couple of places. We, of course, went to the grocery shopping. This restaurant, Pots and Bowls. If you're in Playa Grande, I really want you to try this restaurant. It's absolutely delicious. The food was so fresh. This green drink that I had, top tier. Do I remember what it's called? I think it was called like a green candy. Delicious. They have their own spin on the chicken and waffles. Fire. This bakery, like everything was in the same area. That bakery had the best coffee. And of course, Costa Rica is known for the coffee. So you know how to leave there with a little coffee because their coffee was good. Now, a lot of their beaches are kind of rocky. So keep that in mind when you're looking for a beach. Some of the beaches are rocky. So this beach was rocky, but the next one that we went to had beautiful sand. So be sure you're looking at those things. If you want to experience great sand, be sure you're looking up that before you actually go. This sand almost felt plushy. Like, what a great experience in Costa Rica to experience the waters. I'm a beach person, so being out front of a beach is what I need. The water, the wind, the waves. And this was a beach surf shop, but they had food in different restaurants like sushi, drinks, coffee. Delicious. I feel like I gained like 15 pounds going to Costa Rica because the food there should not be that good. Like, for real, I almost want to move to Costa Rica because how good the food was. One thing I love, and I just started loving it, is bread pudding. So anywhere I can find some bread pudding, I want it. That was good. This is the Brazilian bakery. that I definitely recommend trying out for yourself. Of course, you're in Costa Rica, so be careful with any of the animals that you may see, because they're going to be flying everywhere. They're going to be everywhere. Let me give you another shot of this beautiful beach. Yes, absolutely gorgeous. I love a beach view. Are you a person who enjoys beach views when you're on vacation? Because living in Indiana, I don't get the opportunity to enjoy a beach, but experiencing a beach at sunset is like it makes my heart glow. Okay, it makes my heart glow. Most people either have cars or motorcycles while you are in Costa Rica, so keep that in mind. The roads are pretty narrow, so you do have to drive very carefully, and a lot of the streets aren't well lit. This is the beach club. Food, great. This is the one. Now, El Huerto is an excellent place to eat if you're in Playa Grande. That pizza was so delicious. This burger was okay, but that pizza's fire. Okay, the pizza, the ambiance, that pizza hit. So be sure you're trying that if you're in Playa Grande. I had to show you that they did have Taco Bell and McDonald's, but this was like an hour away from the Airbnb. And they had different stuff like the pinto deluxe meal with rice and a pancake. Different. Now, you are in Playa Grande. This park is about 3 hours away from where you're staying in Playa Grande. But this right here is where you want to go see. This is Rio Celeste. The water is actually that blue because of the sulfur in the mountain or in the volcano. So it turns the water that blue. It is breathtakingly beautiful. But this is my stay in Costa Rica. I know it was pretty long-winded, but I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time for my next travel vlog. Bye.